He's someone who believes you're cheap and making animals fall asleep from a distance. skip the warm-up. This is double Saber, Chen Tai Chi double Saber. And you know, every time I start this class, I want to remind you that if you're watching this recording for the first time, that we started this live streaming in the middle of the year, in the middle of the unit. So this is not intended for someone who's just starting to learn the double sabers, but we'll review. In fact, we're almost done with the routine. Like, there's only a couple more moves, and then of course switch sides, and then of course we'll go back through the whole routine and do corrections and start to learn how the whole form is supposed to be paced out. Because if you have been following the live streaming or been in class, we're not always doing the right pace, because we have to slow things down and move at a steady pace to be able to learn the moves. All right? Lift the arms up and drop, turn. The knees should be slightly bent here. Arms very relaxed. Head up, not chin up, but head up, and center dropped a little bit. Yes, I do plan on showing you some new movements as I'm understanding the live streaming and the fact that you can rewind and play again and again the same part over and over. When you're at home. Still with me? Good. All right, transition. We're just doing the arms swinging up, where they come up flat, and you come off your heels, and then down, they flip back, and your toes lift a little bit. It's like a whole body rocking all the way down from the top of the palms, when they're up, all the way down to the bottom of the feet, and the hands swing down. A lot of these warm-ups are more appreciated for us as we get older. Having been someone who started Tai Chi and Kung Fu as a teenager, at that time, for the love of the art and for self-defense and for discipline, and then as we get older, as I got older, I'm like, okay, I see why it's very important to exercise and warm up and stay healthy. All right, now we'll do the arm circles, both forward. And both backwards. And one forward, one backwards. Still working on this one? It's okay. One sign you're doing it right is your hands are going up at the same time and down at the same time. If one hand is up and the other one's down, it means you're swimming forward or you're swimming backwards with your arms. And switch. If they're both coming up at the same time and both going down at the same time, then you're probably doing it right. Let's do a little bit more for our wrists. Circle one way, circle the other way. Let's do a little bit for our head, a little bit more for our neck by turning our head. Place your hands on your hips, legs straight. Feel your feet underneath you. Like, be aware of your feet as if you were feeling the ground underneath you, like you were on gravel or something. It was something that would make you think and feel the feet underneath you. So think, feel the feet, and then put the hands on the hips and turn your head one way really slowly. And then use your eyes to look behind you. But don't turn the shoulders or hips, just the head. And then the other direction. And then keep looking with your eyes behind you. And back to center. All right. And let's just circle the hips in the center before we do our crane leg swings. The classes I attended were always 2 hours long, which I think is way too long to start off martial arts training. Unless for some reason you would commit to it and never give up, because I think 2 hours is a long time for beginners to start. Definitely, if you've been training for a year and you're like a blue sash or something, doing 2 classes in a row, so it ends up being about 2 hours, is very good for your training. But like from day one, it's a little bit rough, especially if you're a kid. I mention that because we would always do a half-hour warm-up before our instruction. Switch. Where here we do about a 10-minute warm-up and about 20 minutes of instruction for a beginner, or 10 or 15 minutes of a warm-up and 45 minutes of instruction for one class as a beginner who's been training for a while. Why did I think about that? Because 21 each distance for leg swings is, nothing really compared to my memory of having that first half hour and going, wow, we're doing all our kicks, and we're doing, not the leg swings, but we're doing kicks, and we're doing, 100 on each leg. So we do like 1,000, 1,200 kicks, which takes about 20 minutes. And it's like, oh, okay, it's really not that much to do 21 on each leg in a couple different directions. So speaking of which, let's do it. Crane leg swings. Ready? Right side first. We'll do about 21 each. You don't have to hit your hand, but you can if you want to. Leg is straight. Let me do a little reminder. The leg is straight. These are not kicks. These are, the crane leg swings are a way to warm up your core, strengthen your core, and improve your flexibility through your whole leg and into your back, really in the whole body, maybe except for the arms. All right, here we go. And don't skip this part, do it with me. Ready, go. Switch sides. Other side. Go. All right. Back leg swing. Here we go. Go. Keep the head up. Other side. All right, outside crescent. Go. Other side. Go. Come on, save it. All right, last two are inside crescents. Ready? Go. Other one. Other side. Go. All right, excellent. Take a breath, get a drink of water if you need to, and then get your double sabers, and or I'd say this every single time, but I always know someone new could be watching this. You can use your thumbs, not so exciting, or you can just try to take your low stances and use your double sabers. That's fine too. Or you can get butter knives, which are your regular knives you would use for dinner, but not the sharp ones like for steak, but just ones that wouldn't cut you if you did like this on your skin. They're dull, like they're meant to cut butter knives. So anyways, go take a break, get your double sabers or whatever, and come back out. And we're gonna do the new movements first. Then we're gonna review what we did last time, and then we'll run it from the top. Okay, let's learn the new moves first. So, as far as we made it last time, when we go back through and review all the moves, I don't remember the names for all the moves. That's why I don't want to try to wing it with names. There's names that we've decided to call moves. Last class I talked about when we did this part and we went in a circle, that we call it the Bagua, because Bagua, the type of martial art called Bagua, moves in a circle. So it's like the Bagua section. And now we come to the kicking section. And there's not a lot of kicks in Tai Chi. That's why you're not seeing a lot of kicks in this routine. And even in Kung Fu, there's about an equal amount of techniques with the legs as well as there are with the arms. But Kung Fu has a lot of cool weapons. So Tai Chi is Kung Fu, and we're going to do the next movement, which we call the kicking section. The movement is very similar to Yang style Tai Chi when we do separate right foot, separate left foot. Separate right foot and separate left foot would be what a tiger crane practitioner might call a crane kick. So it's going to be very similar to that that you learned in Kung Fu. So I'm going to pick it up from the very last move we learned. You may want to watch it first, and I'm going to do the whole section I plan to cover today. So you have like one take where you can look at it. So we have made it to this move after we did the circle this way, and we went back 1, 2, down, up, and here. Then we're going to step through, like it looks like we're going to reset, but instead we're going to turn for the right. Let me just show you. The right one, the left one, holding on to the left side and then kicking. And then stepping, turning the toe in, left one, right one, pivot, and kick. Then swing and reset. Okay, let me just demonstrate it again. I was very inclined to go ahead and instruct it, but just watch it one more time so I make sure I'm including everything. We went here, then here, then here, kick. Here, here, kick. Step and reset. We have 2 little bitty sections after this, and we're done learning the sequence, which doesn't mean we're done with the routine. Just because you read the book doesn't mean you understood everything about what you read. We need to go back over it just like you would in school to get ready for a book report, to pull out what's important. Okay, enough with the school analogy. So this time I'm going to go through and walk through it slowly again, but I'm going to talk you through it a little bit. So I know you're having to look over your shoulder to see your screen, so do the best that you can with that. So here we are, kind of in our modified horse. Okay, you can look over your left shoulder and look at me. There you go. And the left is going to tuck under the right armpit. The right's going to cut, and then it's going to turn. And you're also stepping with the right foot. The right saber goes around your head, and instead of stepping back with the left foot, which feels like you should, you're just gonna pivot on the heel, keep cutting with both sabers. The left one's going and heading around your back, and the right one is tucking in by your left armpit, and here comes your left one to pull back and kick. Oh, but when you kick, open the sabers up, like that. Then tuck the saber away, right under the left armpit, cut with the left, step with the left, turn to your right, take that sword around your back, cut out, pivot with the right foot instead of stepping back. It feels like you should step back, but don't. Pivot, here goes the right one, continuing the left one, the left's under your armpit, the right's coming from around your head, pulling back here, and kick. Then swing, or does it come back? It could come back. Yeah, this side would come back. Swing, turn, and reset. Wait a minute, something's wrong there. Too slow and too much instruction. Okay, let's just see what happens. Oh yeah, swing and step once, then turn around so that you end with the left foot forward cat stance like we have all along. So that's what I missed on that last round of instruction. So since I missed it, let me do one more so you have something to rewind and play again and again. So from here, just look over your left shoulder. Left tucks under your right, step with the right, cut with the right, turn to the left, the right goes around the head, the left foot pivots, the left goes around the head, everything loads up on your left, and you kick with the right. Tuck it back in, cut with the left, turn to the right, step with the left, pivot, turn, the left saber goes behind your back, the right goes behind your back, the right foot pivots, everything loads up on your right, and then you kick. Then step, switch sides with the sabers, they're loaded up on your left, now turn around and reset like you have all along in most every move in the form so far. Left cat stance. Two little itty bitty sections after that. Let's review the moves from last week that happened right before that, the Bagua moves. You can also, since you're watching this as a recording now, you can pause there and practice that a few times. So go ahead and do that, and then press play again when you're ready to review the moves leading up to there. Pause now. Okay, we're back. So, I said we would review the moves that we worked on the last session and lead up and continue into the kicking section. So we're reviewing the Bagua section into the kicking section. So the Bagua section ends with all that jump to kneeling, jumping, turning stuff, and we had come around and we had the left foot forward cat stance over here. You'll know where we're at in a second. You can watch and then rewind to join me. You're going to swing, step back diagonally, swing around the head with the left, around the head with the right, step back with the right, pick up the left, and step. 1 in a circle, 2 in a circle, 3 in a circle, 4 in a circle. Whoa. Now step back, right around the head, left around the head. Both sabers horizontal, or I should say parallel with the floor. Pick up the right foot. Right in a circle, that's 1, 2, 3, and then left foot is up, right? It's gonna go 4, 5, X down, X up, and boom, here we are in our kicking section. Left foot forward. I didn't talk you through all that again, because hopefully you paused and practiced it earlier. All right, that was your test to see if you remember the moves. Well, we nailed it on the first one. When I say we, I mean me. I don't think I messed up on any of that. So you can keep rewinding and playing that again. But just for my own benefit, let me review that with you again before we, I think we should probably still review right before that again, don't you think? But let's do that one more time. So, bagua section, we're here, left foot, with me, ready? Swing and step with the right, step back diagonally, circle, circle, step back with the right, diagonally still, pick up the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, and step back, right, left, pick up the right foot, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. All right, let's rewind it a little bit and see if we can do the moves leading up to those moves. So I didn't really name this section, but you know, it's the jump to kneeling. Oh, it's not really the jump to kneeling section. Well, let's just do it after here. So we had come to here. You're like, where am I? Hold a second, watch it, then rewind it. Swing, and then the jump. Cut. Step through, and around. Remember that? And turn all the way around. And jump to kneeling. Jump, chop. Over the shoulder. We're going to repeat the same move, but we're going to do it the other direction. Jump to kneeling. Withdraw, 360, get a good pivot, 360, so that we can jump to kneeling with the sabers on the right side of you, and around, and then reset with the left foot forward, check your shoelaces, not in the middle of a big demo. In a big demo, just keep going. Then, here we are. I know I'm kind of far away now, but it can be good to see it at a different angle. Step, step back diagonally, bagua section. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kicking section. And the reset. Alright. Can't wait to see you do it in person. So, you know, we're doing really well today, and I know you can rewind and practice again and again. So, with that said, let's see if we can do it from the top at least one time. If I mess it up, we'll do it 2 times. If I mess it up again, we'll do it 3 times. But here's your chance to do it from the very top. Check your moves. We're still going at a walk-through pace. Walk-through implies we're not performing it. We're not at a performing pace or a combat pace. We're just like, let me make sure I've memorized my lines. Let me make sure I've memorized my movements. All right? So take a look around the space you're practicing in. Think about the routine the best that you can. Where you need to stand to make sure that you don't run out of space. Okay. I got the fisheye lens on the camera, so that even if I go way over there by the water cooler, you could still see me. All right. Sometimes the further away you are from the instructor, the easier it is to follow, because I turn into an itty bitty person on the screen, which is easier for the mind to keep track of unless you're looking for specific detail. You ready? Did you find your spot? All right, let's try it. If we nail it, that'll be the last time for today. If we don't, I'll do it again. Here we go. Walk through pace. Chen, Tai Chi, double saber. Begin. I think we nailed it. There's fun moves that follow that one. Hey, that was pretty good. That was fun. I hope you had as much fun working with this video. I think we went about a half hour-ish. Hopefully, you took an hour and a half with this video. So, well, we'll find out when I see you in person how good you've become at this Chen Tai Chi double saber set. All right, let's bow out. It's my pleasure. See you on the other side. Good job.